Yo, what's good, guys? It's GM Jidel, and today I have brought Michael Jordan as a rookie into the modern NBA, and I decided to put him on the Hornets and not the Bulls just because he owns the Hornets. And you know, the Bulls have had a lot of success, the Hornets haven't, so I figured I'd give them rookie MJ. So got 89 overall rookie Jordan. He's 21 years old. It says years as a pro 1. I put his contract to roughly match what Zion Williamson is getting paid since he was the number 1 overall pick in the last draft. So I tried to make Jordan basically match that because I figure in this scenario he's the number 1 pick. If maybe he's number 2, I don't know. But anyway, we have the Hornets. So the question is what kind of team we want to put around him. Devontae Graham, you know, he can space the floor for Jordan. That's what we like. Bridges, one day maybe he'll be a defender. He's not Mikal Bridges, who I know has got some high perimeter defense in this game. Miles does not. There's some changes that are going to need to be made to the team, especially if I'm going to try to build them like that Bulls team. I think the things I want: a big pick and roll big man, the 4, someone who can space a little bit. I don't need a ton of spacing, and you know, a spacing point guard, and a defensive 3, so I can, you know, have 2 lockdown defenders. But for now, it's the Jordan show. I got my coaching set to play through star, so we're gonna go to the trade deadline, see how the team is, and then go from there. All right, I'm being offered a first-round pick and Muscala for Malik Monk. I'm gonna take this trade. Monk, I actually kind of like, but he's always gonna be a bench guy for us, and even though he's on a good contract, I'm just going to take the first-round pick. You never know what a pick could turn into. Muscala, he's only got 1 year left and a player option. At that rate, I'm cool having him as a deep bench guy, so I'm going to make this trade. And we're 10-6 so far, but I'm still going to go to the trade deadline because obviously this first season, we ain't ready for the big leagues yet. I think it's fair to say that. At the trade deadline here, and we're 33-18. We're actually doing pretty good here. The 5 seed right now, I feel like that's kind of where we're going to end up, to be honest. Batum has a massive player option that I don't want any part of, so I'm going to see what we can do with that. And even Zeller, I actually signed Zeller, I feel like, in a decent amount of well, 80 overall. We're going to keep Zeller, take that back. Batum is going to have to go. I have 2 offers. I'm going to take this one for Courtney Lee. He expires, so this is a good trade for us. We have our pick this year, and that's it. So we don't really have a great way of obtaining a ton of top-tier talent quite yet. I don't know if Anthony Davis will want to come here. This is already a bit of a fantasy rebuild with Jordan on the team, so I'm going to try to go for Davis because I think we have the cap space. So this first year, maybe we can make it to the second round. Maybe we can make it to the conference finals. I don't think we're going to get any further than that, though, to be honest. So to the end of the season, we go. All right, so rookie Jordan led us to 55 wins. Didn't win rookie of the year because I messed up the thing apparently, but that's okay. So 55-27, yo, that's pretty good. He actually made All-NBA first team. To be clear, I did take the one from the 86 roster. I want to say the 2K historical roster. I did change his years pro, but I guess it didn't matter. But anyway, here we are. He averaged 29, 5 and 6. Very good year. A crazy shooting numbers. 57% is unreal, especially 31% from 3. Anthony Davis, someone we're going to go after, is on the second team. But right now, we're actually the 2 seed. I'm going to simulate this first round. It would be weird if he alone led me to a championship because, you know, this is a young Jordan. This is only 91 overall. 91 overall makes you a top tier player, but not one of the best in the whole league at the moment, though. You know, there's guys like Giannis, etc., etc. So let's make a game plan for the Toronto Raptors, who I doubt have changed their team. It's still Lowry, Siakam, and Gasol. That's their squad. You know what? I'm going to simulate this round 2. All right, so we get bounced 4-1 by the Raptors, and now the real part of this rebuild begins. So Lakers win. Davis is definitely not coming here. The Knicks finally win the lottery, and we are stuck with the 28th pick, not where we want to be. NBA draft, 28th pick. What are we doing with this pick? Come on now. Oh, we're getting trade offers. 28 of them, in fact. Ooh, a lot of first-round picks being thrown our way. I'd be down to get some more 21 first-round picks. We can load up. The Timberwolves might not be good. Let's grab this Timberwolves pick and Admiral Schofield. He's an admiral, after all. That's a very high position in the military, I think. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know a lot about the military, and I don't know a lot about a lot of these prospects. Look at my scouting percentage. It's not very high. I know a decent amount about this guy, Mamadi Diakite, and that was a mess of a draft, but we drafted him. We traded the pick. We're accepting Graham's offer. Muscala declined. Caleb Martin, why not come back? Qualifying offer to just Jalen McDaniels, to our young gun. Anthony Davis. Obviously, the Lakers just won the title, so I'm gonna let him re-sign with the Lakers. Let that happen. Brandon Ingram, I don't really view him as the ideal running mate here. I don't want to be done with our money here because we could go after Giannis next offseason. We could go after Giannis. So let's bring in Serge to play the 4. I know we have PJ Washington, but that just means one of these guys can come off the bench. So we're bringing in Serge and we're announcing the rights to a lot of these other guys. Now the thing is, Biombo actually got minutes on our team. So we kind of need to bring in one more center, but I don't want to mess up what we got going on next year, which is a lot of cap space to maybe bring on Giannis to play with Jordan and start a potential dynasty. And we're going to have to re-sign Graham. So actually opening up cap space next year is going to be pretty big. Ibaka clogs it a little bit, but we could probably sign Graham and Giannis, being realistic about it. Let's go for a minimum center. Maybe not a minimum, but we're going to try to get a guy on a 1-year deal. Aaron Baines, old reliable for us. But, you know, I like to mix it up. And let's try to snag Dwight on just a 1-year contract. 1-year big money contract. Dwight, come to the team. Boom. 1-year big money. I'm going for Giannis. I've done it in another rebuild, but I think we can make a crazy dynasty. Jordan and Giannis together. All right, with our 1 training camp, I'm going to do untapped potential for our guy Miles Bridges. You know, if I bring in Giannis, I'll probably have Giannis play the 4. Our lineup is Devontae Graham, Michael Jordan, Miles Bridges, PJ Washington, and Ibaka. Off the bench, we got Rozier, Zeller, and Howard. Probably should trade Zeller, you know. I mean, I guess we're going to start PJ. That's fine. You know, we were successful with PJ starting last year. I guess we could try to trade Zeller for a better backup wing player, albeit a shooting guard or a small forward. Sure, we can get somebody decent here. Norman Powell's pretty good. So I'm going to give up Zeller, 2 second-round picks for Norman Powell, who has a player option. So the cap, if we're really going to go for Giannis, might be a little tricky, but it's worth it for this season. Boom, we've got the offer in. So Graham, Jordan, Bridges, Washington, Ibaka. Then off the bench, we got Powell, Rozier, Howard, and Neto. Neto, maybe we don't need to play Neto so much, but I'm sure it'll be, you know what? No, let's just do an 8-man rotation. Guys are going to be tired, but that's okay. So here's the rotation, no Neto. And now we go to the trade deadline and we see what happens. All right, February 10th, we're 31-18, a little disappointing. Upcoming free agents, you can see all the big boys here. A lot of these guys are restricted, but hey, a lot of them aren't. But for now, I'm just going to make a change to the game plan real quick. I'm going to start Ibaka at the 4. Let Washington come off the bench and play Dwight at the 5. I think this is going to be good for the team short term. All right, so I'm just going to change the game plan. I think the roster's pretty solid. Don't know if we've got the gusto to make a finals run, but we've got the gusto to compete in the East, and that's all that matters right now. So let's finish out the season and see as far as we can get. Giannis racks up another MVP. We go 54-28. Denny who was rookie of the year? This guy was rookie of the year apparently. All right, Brandon Clark, 6th man. Okay, Kawhi Leonard, Depoy. So Jordan didn't make the first team this year. He does make the second team. Let's see if his stats regressed at all. You know, I brought in a little bit more talent. Oh no, he went up to 30 points per game. So he's up to a 95 overall. His assists per game went up. His rebounds per game went up. His shooting percentage, 60. Bro, how? That's not even real. We're the 3 seed going against the Celtics. Gonna make a quick game plan. Well, I don't need to make a big game plan, I feel like. I think we can play pretty chalk against these guys. Let's just limit these perimeter shots, see what happens. Game 1 in Charlotte. Purple shirt guy, stay home. Do not make Jason Tatum mad. You know what? Hopefully, you know, purple shirt guy is actually out there talking trash to Michael Jordan. That'll motivate him. We all saw what BJ Armstrong tried to do when he was a member of the Hornets, talking trash to Jordan. Didn't go well for the Hornets, but this time we can talk trash to Jordan and it'll only help us because we are the Hornets and he's on our team. And we take game 4 on the road. We only got to win 1 at home now and this series is over. Celtics, okay, we win the series. All right, going against the Brooklyn Nets. Here we are, game 1, and the Nets beat us by only 2. So, you know, if we could take this one in Brooklyn, all of a sudden we go back to Charlotte. We're feeling high. We're feeling mighty. More mighty than high, to be honest. But right now we're feeling very defeated. We're down 0-2. Maybe we make it a series. Looks like we're crushing them here in game 3. You know what? Early prediction, we're going to crush them here in game... Nope, you know what? We're not going to crush them. We're going to get crushed. We're going to get squished. That's what happens to insects. I'm pretty sure a hornet's an insect. We got stepped on by the Nets. That's okay. This was never meant to be our year. So we get to the second round twice and we lose. But this was never meant to be our year. So, like, I don't know if it matters. And I don't see the Thunder in the playoffs there. I don't see the Timberwolves in the playoffs there. We might have 2 lottery picks. Draft lottery. Let's see what we got, baby. Oh, I'm seeing some Hornets. Okay, we have a chance at the 9th pick and a chance at the 7th pick. I believe 7. Was it top 3 protected? It was. So we get 8 and 9 in this draft. 8 and 9. All of a sudden, things are looking good for us. So Jaden Springer, pretty much the number 2 prospect across the board. I don't know anything about this guy, but you know what? If he's supposed to be that good, let's draft him. Okay, with our next pick, maybe we can trade this next pick. Let's see. No trade offers. Nope. Isaiah Todd. Could he be the dynamic big man we pair Jordan with? Maybe. So we'll draft him too. So cool. We get 2 good lottery picks. And now we're entering the offseason. We have a good young roster. And we have a gazillion loads and loads of cap space. Here we go. Moratorium. The big dog is Kawhi Leonard. If he's leaving the Clippers, he's coming to us. He does not look like he wants to sign with us. Yeah, he signed with the Thunder? Bro, you could have played with Jordan. I think, you know what? I get the vibe Kawhi doesn't want to play with the big boys. So we're going to go for Paul George. Paul George, that defense will really help us get over the top. I don't think he wanted to sign with us. Sign with the Magic. Okay. So all that cap space I saved up ended up being for pretty much nothing. Well, in that case, I'm going to lob Bam Adebayo, dynamic defensive big man. I'm gonna lob him the max, bro, and I'm gonna give him that player option. I'm gonna do whatever I can to bring him on the team. The Heat are definitely gonna match this, but hey, Bam and Jordan, that's a good defensive combo. The Heat matched it, of course, though, so we're left with not a lot of great options here. OG Anunoby, a perimeter defense. That's what I want next to Jordan. I'm gonna bring him on for a mid-level contract. You know what? We're gonna bring back Cody Zeller. Well, we're gonna try. We had success with Zells. All right, with our 1 training camp again. Miles Bridges, bro, come on. We need you. We need you. So our lineup is Graham, Jordan, OG, PJ Washington, Zeller. Off the bench, we got Bridges, Rozier, Ibaka, Springer, rookie, and Todd. Honestly, we could get minutes for Todd. Let's get some minutes for Todd right now. Todd's getting minutes now. I think we're going to be a good regular season team. Let's go to the trade deadline. Maybe we can make some sort of consolidation trade with all the talent we have to get a good running mate for our guy, Michael Jordan. All right, February 9th, we're 34-15, a great record. The Bucks are still number 1. Giannis re-signed with them. So we're still like knocking at the door of these top tier teams, notably Brooklyn. That's the team I'm like kind of worried about right now for some reason, even though we're probably not going to play them until conference finals. If we do, we'd have to play Milwaukee. Bridges, I'm getting a lot of trade offers for, and his defense is still really not where I want it to be for a playoff series. So this is the consolidation trade I'm trying to make. Well, the New York Knicks called. They said, all right, we'll give you Mitchell Robinson as normal, James, but we're also going to have to give you Dion Waiters. Y'all know I don't like Dion. So we're adding a 3rd team. Try to get the Knicks Furkan Korkmaz and trade Dion to the Bulls. See if this happens. And it's not valid for the Knicks somehow. All right, I guess we'll take on Dion. Now the Knicks don't want to make this trade. Dude, the Knicks make no sense. Knicks, give me the trade you offered. All right, cool. All right, I was able to snag Russell Westbrook. I'm giving up a lot, but I'm getting the star players, bro. We need the star players. Westbrook's contract situation, it's kind of weird. I don't know. Westbrook, Jordan, that's an explosive backcourt. I know he's not necessarily that floor spacer I was talking about, but explosive. I also have a John Wall trade that I could potentially do. The only reason I might consider this one instead is we get Wagner, replace those Ibaka minutes off the bench, which, that actually could be useful. Wagner, we could play him down the road. So I'm kind of torn between Westbrook and Wall here for that reason alone. You know what? Let's go Wall. I think those center minutes on the backup end are going to be nice. They're going to be interesting. So we got John Wall, Jordan, Anunoby, PJ Washington, Robinson. So all of a sudden we got a big 3 now of Wall, Jordan, and Robinson. Now Jordan's like, oh man, this team cares about me. I'm going to want to stay. Exactly. Wagner, Zeller, Springer, and Todd off the bench. I don't even got minutes for you, Dion. So I think the team's going to be pretty saucy. I think the team's going to be pretty good. We're going to go to the end of the season and see how we do in the playoffs. We go 60-22, our best record yet. We were pretty dominant after the trade, not gonna lie. Jordan with the first team again. All right, this year our guy averaged 30, 5 and 6 again. He really upped his 3-point percentage, which is big. So, and obviously we're playing with way more star players. We're the 1 seed this year. We might see Brooklyn in round 2. I hope we see Boston. The Miami Heat, we handled them before, so I'm gonna simulate the round. We definitely got this series. Come on now. They're not the Suns. And we're going against Brooklyn. All right, not what we wanted, but you got to climb that mountain. The Brooklyn Nets are our Pistons, I guess. All right, This year, I think we're going to be able to handle them, though. I think we won, what, 1 game last year? All right, come on. Here in Charlotte, we got the home court this time. We turned things around the regular season. It leads to a game 1 win. 10-point victory seems good on the surface, but I don't know. That game felt kind of close. Game 2 did not feel close. We just demolished them. But now we're going to Brooklyn. Pretty cool place. You know, I've been to a Brooklyn Nets game. I went to their season opener this past year. Really good Korean place nearby, like across the street nearby, I'm talking. From that Korean store, you can see the Kith Kids store, and you can see the stadium, and it's a great place to get a meal. Speaking of a meal, we just ate the Nets for breakfast. And now we got the Bucks of Milwaukee. This team could give us a lot of trouble. All right, game 1 in Charlotte. Come on now. I think if we can beat Milwaukee, we can beat whoever wins the West. I didn't actually look to see who was in the Western Finals, but here we go. We win game 1, a narrow victory. Look, Milwaukee's going to be a tough team for us. We don't have a real Giannis stopper. We got, you know, Mitchell Robinson. He's a great defender, great tall guy, but let's be honest, there's no Giannis stoppers. You don't really stop Giannis, you just slow him down. But it's kind of like Jordan, and Jordan's a 99 overall now, so especially on defense. I didn't look to see on a real rating, but we sweep them. So we go 4-1, 4-4, and now we got the Lakers, who Jordan actually beat in his first real finals. Oh man, this is a tough team. They got Steven Adams. They're loaded with big men. We got the LeBron Jordan finals, albeit LeBron here in his, you know, twilight years. Jordan about to hit his peak, so not quite the matchup, the epic matchup we wanted, but nonetheless epic as it could be. Ah, man, I'm nervous for this series, man. The Lakers are a tough task. They're not an easy team to beat. Even if we got Jordan, LeBron poses his whole own set of challenges, but we take game 1, we blow them out here in Charlotte. Game 2, back and forth, and I think we're gonna get this one. Okay, so the LeBron Jordan finals is going the way of Jordan, which is going our way early on here. We're gonna take game 3. It looks like that Heat game was the only loss we might take in this playoffs. We ended up being a dominant team with John Wall, Robinson, and Jordan, and we won. We sweep, so we are the champions, and I think it's only right we try to go back-to-back with this squad. So let's do that real quick. You know, I think we're gonna be able to bring back the whole team pretty easily here. All right, so the whole team is up except for John Wall. He got a little bit worse. His perimeter defense went to an A-, but honestly, we're good. The team is looking good. All right, training camp. Let's do perimeter defense for John Wall. Let's get that back up. Let's do big man defense, PJ Washington, and let's just do free throw. I feel like free throw is always a good one. So the rotation, just as a reminder, is John Wall, Michael Jordan, OG, PJ Washington, Mitchell Robinson. Off the bench, Graham, Zeller, Wagner, Isaiah Todd, and Springer. These rookies, bro, they're actually playing minutes. They're actually good. This is like, if I were to, you know, actually keep playing, this would be a fun dynasty team to play with, but a little fantasy like with Jordan on the squad, but that's okay. Maybe we can get Jordan to win the MVP here. I'm going to quickly sim through this year, guys. I'm going to decline all trades and just see if we can run it back, because I love the team that we built. I think it's a fun team. I don't know if I've ever really traded for John Wall before, so that's kind of cool too. I like mixing up the rebuilds for sure. So I'm going to stop talking. See you in the playoffs. All right, so Luka won MVP, not our guy Jordan, but Jordan won Defensive Player of the Year. Holy cow, he averaged 32, 5 and 6. The 5 and 6 has been a constant. The shooting went back up, the three-pointer died, but that doesn't matter. Our team went 66 and 16, a great record. So let's just simulate the playoffs, see if we can run it back. I'm not gonna make a game plan, you know, let's just see how the natural course of things would have gone. We blow a 3-1 lead to the Mavericks. They end up winning. Luka defeats Jordan. I'm sure if I had spent the time making a coach game plan, we probably would have beat that Mavericks team. So I'm gonna say, you know, we probably would have gone back-to-back. But it's all right. Thought we built a cool team. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like below. Subscribe for more rebuilds and other fun videos on this channel, guys. Quick question. Do you want mostly the basketball-focused stuff or more of the variety-focused stuff? I'll be honest. I love doing all the basketball stuff, but I do think it will help keep me kind of more engaged on this channel. You've noticed my uploads have been inconsistent maybe the last 2 weeks. I kind of want to branch out, do more crazy stuff on this channel. So let me know what you guys think. Hope you enjoyed, and peace.